All right. Good morning, everyone. As you know, we do a weekly YouTube video. This week, it's a little bit different. It's going to be in the fact that I'm actually doing it live, and that's because we've been extremely busy. Uh, yeah, trying to see if anyone's going to come in, but most likely not. So, as you or may not do, every single Sunday, 9 a.m., we pump out a new video. This week we were super busy. Cam, our digital guy, was like, "Chris, I need the content. I need the content." And unfortunately, I wasn't able to deliver it to him. But the one thing I was not going to fail you is having something out 9 a.m. So here we are, and I'm gonna do it on Kenya. So we just got back from Kenya, and I thought I'd do a little discussion around what life is really like in Kenya. So I don't know. I've never really Googled if you were to like, I want to go on vacation to Kenya. I don't know what's going to populate. Obviously, I'm going to give you the raw here, what life in Kenya is really like right here. So with that said, and then right after that, I'm going to go in and transition into a whole bunch of new product that's coming out here on April 1. So for those who are subscribed, you're going to catch that. But let's jump into it. So we took off to Kenya on February 7th and came back on February 18th. So we were there just less than a month ago. We were there for about 10 days, meeting with both of our production teams, but also in between, there was a little vacation. We went to Masai Mara National Reserve. If you didn't catch our last week's video, we do a little 4-minute video and you see the most beautiful animals out there in their natural habitat, roaming the earth. The true life cycle is in full effect there. We happen to see a gazelle being eaten by a leopard. Unbelievable. So without further ado, we touched down February 7th in Nairobi, Kenya. Nairobi is the hub to all of Kenya. It's like the Washington, D.C. or New York to the United States. Maybe the Paris to France, the London to UK. It is their capital. It is absolutely massive. Nairobi National Park is there. So for those who want to see the wildlife, you can literally see it right there in the capital. So other than that, we touched down. Typically, it's always late because of just the way the airfare works out. So we got there around 11 o'clock at night after clearing customs. And back to our hotel. We were there a little after midnight, which is actually 4 p.m. here. So there's an 8-hour transition there's an 8-hour time zone change. So midnight there is 4 p.m. here on the east coast of Florida, which is 1 p.m. on the LA side. So it's a tough transition because you get there and we're not exactly tired. But you got to force it. So some people who can actually like prevent themselves from sleeping, and then they get there and they're dog ass tired, and then they're ready to fall asleep, and that's good because I get there not really ready to sleep. I got to sleep around 2, but then I'm up like at 7 because your body is just ready to go. Other than that, so Nairobi, we're here. We have Uber and Lyft. Kenya they use Uber as well, but Taxify, that's Taxify, is definitely their local transportation system, and it's very, very, very nice. It's very easy to use. It's just like Uber. You type in your destination, but what it's not like is the prices. So the pricing is actually much, much more affordable. So if you're looking to go here, you wouldn't really think twice about hopping into Uber and driving, or you would think twice. Going 30 plus miles, not something you might be willing to do because of how exorbitant you could see the fees. Taxify or just Kenya in general, it's going to be a much more budget friendly. So a typical fare is going to be about $2 to $3, and that can go 50 cents to $3 depending on the distance. I traveled a lot of let's see, actually I might be able to pull it up on my phone. Taxify, I've already deleted it, but about $1.50 to $2 is what I did for about a lot of 5-mile rides. Other than that, we were up first thing Monday morning or whatever morning it was, I think it was Saturday morning actually, and yeah, straight to the market. So Nairobi has a ton of markets, and there is everyone and their mother is out and about. So unlike here traditionally in the U.S., except maybe in downtown New York, where not everyone has a vehicle, that's the exact same way in Nairobi. Not everyone owns a car. So there's a ton of people out on their foot. It's just a big mob. Everyone's out. It's a very, very, very friendly country. Um, and a lot of people want to come up to you because they know you're foreign or where are you from? Where are you from? Where are you from? They want to. A lot of people want to sell you stuff. They figured you're in town for vacation, so there's people coming up to you and asking, "Do you need a ride to the local one of the safaris?" So a lot of the safaris are outside of Nairobi, whether it's Amboseli National Reserve, which sits right outside of the Mount Kilimanjaro, whether it's Masai Mara, whether it's there's so many beautiful places to go visit. Hell's Gate National Park, Mount Kenya, Mombasa, wherever it is. There's a lot of people coming up to you asking you if you would like do you need a ride or safari or what they call a private driver to this destination. You have to just get used to saying no because you're going to get that a lot. You're going to get a lot of people asking you or just coming up to you in general. Other than that, it's what else can we talk about? So we're walking around all the different markets, and there's not really you don't see prices. So here in the U.S., like everything has a label. Nothing has a label there. Everything is negotiable, unless you go into like a supermarket. Of course, there's going to be pricing, but outside of that, nothing has a label. There's no pricing. It's all negotiable. I bought. You know what? Give me 1 second. I'm gonna go tell you what I bought. I'm gonna go grab it right here. I came back with a painting, right? There was no price on it. Painting is not my expertise, so I was a little unaware of how much to pay. So this is what I came back with. Beautiful. Hopefully it's. Let me grab it right here. Beautiful painting of this elephant. I didn't know what to expect, but I knew pricing is much different there. So he started with $120, and believe it or not, I started at 20. You have to do it like that because they're gonna shoot way north because you're from North America, and therefore you automatically have a lot of money. And I'm gonna shoot super low because I'm shooting for the local price. I tell a lot of people now that I'm from there, so it's really pushes people away from the negotiation game. So that's a tip. Tip number 1: tell people you're local. You'll get a lot less negotiation, a lot less hassle. That actually started at 120 on his end, started at 20 on my end. I closed at $40. So I'm pretty excited because there's no way you could actually grab that for $40 in the USA. And I can't wait to get that framed. It looks like do I have one person in here now? Never really done anything live except that one, so I'm not sure how it works. But or if I don't know, with the subscribers notified the moment I went live, that would be good to know. Other than that, so everything is negotiable. But later that day, we hopped in a plane and we flew off to Eldoret and just to catch up with some friends. But other than that, let's talk more about life in Kenya. Everything's negotiable. What else? Oh, the traffic is absolutely insane. There's no real structure. I mean, there's some lights here and there, but other than that, everyone's on their own accordion. Everyone like just drives around each other. The traffic is completely different. They do drive on the opposite side of the road, similar to Europe, but there is no there. You have to see it. You have to see it. It's completely different. Um, the wildlife is unlike anything else. So it's home to, like you saw in our last video, home to the Masai Mara National Reserve, which is co-inhabited with the Serengeti, which is like the National Geographic's favorite place to see or go take shoots. Kenya is home to also 43 tribes. So the national language is Swahili, but they all have different dialects within the tribes. But everyone does speak Swahili, and everyone also speaks English. So if you're ever to go visit the country, you're completely okay. I'd say about 80–90% of people speak English. And of course, the further you get out, you might come across someone who doesn't speak English, but I doubt that's going to be something you feel like, what is the diet of Kenyans like? Great question. Thank you. Because I have no idea really what to speak on. So the diet is unlike anything here in the U.S. And I would say that's mostly Africa is the same as Kenya. The food is different, but the dieting is similar. So it's the staple meal is what a lot of athletes are already aware of. It's ugali. They do a lot of rice and chicken, or goat. Goat is very cheap there, so there's a lot of goat on the menus. Matumbo, which is goat intestines. But you see, mango juice is very popular. Mango juice is probably their number one staple drink there. They drink a ton of mango juice, and it's unlike something you're going to see here in the U.S. It's actually from a mango. There's contains 80% juice. It's legit 100% out of a mango squeezed. It's served to you warm. There's no ice with anything unless you're at a nicer restaurant. So breakfast is standard. It's a piece of toast. It's a sausage, and it's a fruit. Lunch is a staple sandwich of any sort. When we were at the National Reserve, our lunch was bread, and then inside was actually sliced carrot, tomato, and some other vegetable. So yeah, and then dinner is like it's ugali, it's beef stew, coffee and tea all day long. Yeah, all day long. So Kenya is one of the top 5 or top 7 exporters of coffee. Their neighbor Ethiopia is like top 3 behind Colombia or somewhere. But they do a ton of coffee. And tea is actually, they drink more tea than anything out there. So the famous chai tea, which is served with almost everything, breakfast, lunch, dinner, chai tea, chai tea, chai tea. It's a famous drink amongst athletes. You see a lot of chai tea with chai tea and chapati is like I don't even know what our snacks are here, but chapati and tea is all day, every day. And that's CHAPATI. So food's totally different. There is no sugar. There is no high fructose corn syrup. Everything is sugar. It's a much nicer. It's just better. They eat just 25 times better than us. Everything's fresh. There's a lot of times you'll go and you order something that's on a menu and they won't have it because they ran out of it and they have to go butcher something or they have to go kill something. There's no like left in a freezer and it's good for so many days. So there's a lot of times you'll order something on a menu and it's actually not available because they have to run out and yeah, go kill it themselves. Um, Other than that, life is very, very, very slow. Um, here in the North America, especially the U.S., it's fast food, Amazon Prime, next day delivery. Um, just go, 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 go. There is very pole, Pole. It's very slow. It's nonchalant. Everyone is just chill. Akuna Matata, no worries. That you can make an appointment for a meeting at 9 a.m. and it is totally acceptable for them to show up around 10 o'clock. You can't saying 9:30 or 10 o'clock. Guaranteed, it's not going to start at that time. It'll always start about a half hour to an hour after that. So if you're meeting someone there, you always want to make sure that you're going to be you're giving yourself ample time because you have the ability to show up late and it's no big deal. So that's different. They travel a lot in what's called a matatu. So it's like their local transportation, their bus. And I think they're doing away with it. I'll have to look it up online. Or they're slow. It won't ever go away like completely. Or it'll take some time. But the matatu there holds about 15 people. You can go very, very, very far distances for very cheap. It's extremely budget friendly. And it's a big way of travel there. You can also use, like I said, Taxify, but Taxify isn't going to work for you outside of many larger cities. So yeah, Matatu could be your way of travel. If you ever have any questions or issues, again, the country is super friendly, so you won't have to worry about too much if you're looking for help. With that said, I've been talking for 17 minutes. I do want to transition into Artican and some of the amazing things we're going to be offering here in the next April 1. So about 1 month from today. It's the reason why we didn't have a video for this week. So I'm just going to transition. A lot of the stuff is actually, no, cool. You can't see. Good. Actually, before I get into that, let me just show you guys. So I brought back a couple new things. Here's my new belt. Had to match the bracelet. So let's see. Leather USA. Boom. So super pumped about that. Maybe one day we'll get into selling belts, but there it is. Of course, got the logo in there. So there's the belt. Also brought back a Maasai warrior knife while visiting the Masai Mara National Reserve. Caught up with one of the locals, one of the Maasai, and asked to purchase this. Wanted something a little bit more authentic for the office. And I couldn't think of anything more authentic than one of the knives right off of the hip of a Maasai warrior. So, and yes, they are legit warriors. You can go ahead and Google that and you'll get all the information you want to know. These guys have killed lions as a group. So yeah, that is cool. I'm really pumped about this. Other than that, let's see. Rolling out a whole bunch of different new solid colors on the Safari bracelets, aka our Thinny bracelets. So right now, I don't know exactly what's all in there. I think we have like 14 different colors, but here we are launching. This isn't necessarily a one, but there's a whole bunch. This doesn't even have them all. Like, pink, green, red, blue, orange, yellow, black, just tons of different solid colors. Let's get these back over here. I'm gonna drop those, forget it. And then a whole bunch of different positive vibes. So these are gonna be more Rasta centric, more reggae-ish. We're gonna be at a big reggae festival here in 1 week, 2 weeks. So we're bringing back a whole bunch of those. Sorry if I sound a little stuck up. I'm just coming off a big sickness. But then we have this. So we got the Coexist bracelet. And of course the string. We'll be doing a lot of that moving forward. We have some of these you might have seen on our Instagram channel. One Love. Some different designs for the ladies. So we got a whole bunch of different beautiful designs. Got some ones with the hearts. So upside down, then normal, upside down, normal, depending on which way you have it on your wrist. Really excited for these. Bringing it in 2 different types. We're going to have it in the string, and we're going to have it in our standard bead. So beautiful flower bracelet. What else? The palm tree. So we're down here in Florida, so we're going to have a lot of Florida Sunshine State vibes. We have peace string. We have be happy. We have eat, sleep, run. We have salt life. Back to the whole Florida thing. Let's see. Good vibes. It looks like. There you go. Good vibes. More reggae-ish stuff for the festival. Oh shoot. Well, there's that. We just started trying to work on this this elephant little thing. So super proud. This one looks like it could go for some more food. Again, guys, these are handmade, so we're definitely excited how these turned out. But we're working on some different animals. Legit a whole box. I don't know, like, let's see. So tons of different stuff. There's one box. Here's another box. So outside of new keychains, we're gonna have a whole bunch of different stuff. Here's a keychain, heart keychain. Here's a new peace keychain. Here's the new. Haven't put the little thing on it yet, but there's the palm tree. So we got a ton of new keychains coming out. They're over there. We're gonna have anklets. This is actually a necklace, but we're gonna have some anklets, a whole bunch of new earrings, whole bunch of new stuff is coming out. So very excited to have that on the website sooner than later. Other than that, thank you so much. If you guys ever have any questions, what's going on, always shoot us an email, orders@artican.com if you want to track anything. Other than that, thank you so much. Hope you have a wonderful weekend, and we'll be talking to you guys very soon. If you have any specific questions about Kenya, drop them in the comments. We'll come back and answer them. And of course, please subscribe. Love the support, and thank you so much.